Step out of the car or I'm taking you out of the car.
You're taking me out of the car for what? Your tickets are signed. I haven't gotten my copy yet.
Step out of the car.
Nah, I don't even feel safe around you. Nope.
Step out of the car.
Nope. You really did it.
Now you're under arrest for assault.
Assault?
Whoa, buddy.
Step out of the car.
Get out of
the car. You're getting tasered.
Step out of the car. You're getting tasered.
Get out of the car. You're getting tasered.
Buddy, what is going on?
Hello, and welcome back to Legal Dissent, where we evaluate your constitutional rights before they're taken away. Thank you to all of those who have joined our community that is spreading the message of government accountability across the country. But over 92% of our viewers are not currently subscribed to the channel. That's crazy! If you're enjoying our content, please do consider subscribing. It really helps the channel out a lot and encourages us to keep making more videos. Today we evaluate a video that was submitted by a subscriber and it took place back in 2013, although the uncut version of the video was just uploaded on YouTube last week. This video is a good example of highlighting how individuals with bad information can get themselves into trouble. In addition to that, it's also a good example of showing actions by officers that are legally allowed but not necessarily right. This video is the cell phone footage of Chris Grazette as he is being pulled over by Officer Sean Regan for a traffic infraction in Fairfax, Virginia. The original stop was conducted for the car that Grazette was driving, having lights that emitted a color not authorized by Virginia traffic code.
You give me the ticket for what?
Please sign your name right here, sir.
What are you giving me a ticket for?
Sir, please sign your name right here. I've already explained it to you.
You got 4 witnesses in the car.
Sir, are you going to sign the summons? If you're not, I'm going to have to take you for a magistrate.
You gonna what?
Are you going to sign the summons? Yes or no?
Yeah, I'm gonna sign the summons, but I want to know
Please
what
sign
is the
your
summons
name on
for?
I've already explained it to you. I'm going to give you a copy of it.
And this is
Sign
not
your
my
summons.
car. This is not my car, and you have the
You're driving.
registration.
If you want to discuss it, come to court on January 9th. Come to court, we'll talk about it.
On a car that's not mine. This has never been done. On a car. The car is not mine. It's not registered
Sir,
to
are
me.
you going to sign the summons or not?
How are you giving me a ticket on a car that's not mine? It's her car. Her lights. I have nothing to do with it.
Okay, you also have objects hanging from your mirror. If you want, I can go back and write you another ticket.
But it's not my car. It's...
I'll be right back.
So a couple of issues here. First, do you have to sign a summons for a traffic stop, and does it matter that the driver is not the owner of the vehicle? First, it is highly advisable to sign the summons. By signing the summons, you are not admitting guilt or saying that you violated the law. You are merely acknowledging that you have received the summons and are giving a written promise to appear in court on the day and time that is indicated. This is actually a good thing for citizens, and here's why. In Atwater versus Lago Vista, a woman in Texas was arrested for not wearing her seatbelt instead of being issued a summons. Even though the maximum penalty for the violation was just a $150 fine, the officer placed Atwater in handcuffs, drove her to jail, and detained her for a couple of hours before Atwater was released on bond by a judicial officer. All of this taking place in front of her minor children. The Supreme Court held that this was not a violation of her constitutional rights as long as the officer had probable cause to believe that she broke the law. To prevent this type of incident from occurring, many states have enacted laws that mandate officers to issue summons in lieu of being arrested and taken before a judicial officer for these types of infractions. Virginia has this provided in Virginia Code section 46.2-936. This statute commands officers to take the name and address of such person and the license number of his motor vehicle and issue a summons or otherwise notify him in writing to appear at a time and place to be specified in such summons or notice. However, any person refusing to give such written promise to appear under the provisions of the section shall be taken immediately by the arresting officer before a magistrate or other issuing officer having jurisdiction. So yes, the driver should have signed the summons right away. Again, this does not admit guilt, it's just a written promise that he would appear for court, which is always the appropriate time and place to fight these types of charges, not on the side of the road. Next, can a driver still get ticketed for the unauthorized lights on a car that they do not own? Absolutely. You as a driver take on much of the responsibility when you choose to get behind the wheel of a car, whether it be your car or the car of someone else. Typically in court, most judges would throw this case out once determining that the car belongs to someone else, but that determination would not be made by the officer. I certainly would not expect the officer to merely let him drive away without a ticket after finding out that he was not the owner of the car. I'd also like to point out how badly the officer is slurring his words. I'm not saying he's drunk, but if the driver had a similar speech pattern to the officer, you better believe he'd be going through a field sobriety test right now.
Hi, sir. Come on. Come on, step out of the car.
4.
Guys, step out of the car.
4.
Step out of the car, sir. So I can issue the summons. Come on, step back here.
You can issue the summons here. It's quite comfortable in the car. It's cold out there.
Step out of the car, sir. Sir, I need you to step out of the car, please.
If you're giving me a summons,
sir,
the clipboard should be here.
Sir, I need you to step out of the car, please. Come back here and sign the summons.
Before you said he had the summons here. Now he wants me to step out the car. Come on now. To give me 3 tickets on a car that's not mine? Come on, man. You gotta be serious. He's giving me a summons, 3 summons on a car that's not registered to me. Here it is. Now he wants me to come out the car to sign a summons that he was originally coming to the car to have me sign. Here it is. 30-degree weather. That's Virginia for you.
Sir, please step out of the car and come back here and sign the summons. Come on. We stand here all night long if you want.
Yeah, shoot, the boots better be comfortable. I feel safer in the car, if that means anything to you.
Okay, well, I need you to step out of the car for me, okay?
Okay, I understand what you need, but I feel safe in the car. My safety comes first. My health.
Step out of the car. Step out of the car. You can bring your phone with you. I don't care.
I know.
Come on.
To make this easier, and I think it's Reagan, just bring the clipboard like you originally had.
Sir, I need you to step out of the car and sign the summons so we can get down the road, okay?
Okay. Just bring the summons so I can sign it.
No, I need you to step out of the car. I need you to do it now.
For what? It's cold outside. And I feel safer in the car, quite frankly.
Okay, sir, are you going to sign the summons?
Yeah.
Okay, step back here and have you sign the summons.
Oh, just bring the summons so I can sign it.
No, sir. I need you to step over here and sign the ticket so I can talk to you.
You can talk to me here.
Sir,
you're giving me a summons on a car that you know is not registered to me. So you understand that you're kind of pushing your rules a little bit. So, yeah.
Let me grab your attention real quick. At that time, I had been told numerous amount of times that you do not have to get out of the car unless there's probable cause. I remembered being told that because I'd spent so many times going to court on similar petty charges.
Whoever gave him that advice gave him bad advice, and it highlights that you cannot just believe everything you hear, even from me. Make sure to do your own research to understand what your legal obligations and rights are. That being said, the Supreme Court made it very clear in Pennsylvania versus Mims that if an officer requests for you to get out of the car, you have to get out of the car. We went into that case in greater detail in a prior video. The officer has given and will continue to give the driver multiple opportunities to get out of the car. Now, like the driver, I do not see a need for the driver to exit the vehicle, and I understand his desire to stay inside of the vehicle. But according to the law, he is required to get out of the car. The driver continues to refuse to get out of the car, and the officer gives in and brings the summons to the driver for him to sign.
I'm going to try this one more time, and if you don't, you're going to be placed under arrest. Okay? And you just sign your name here. Summons for unauthorized lights, for not wearing a seatbelt.
No.
And for
all you guys. We got 4 people in this car, right? What color is that, and what color is the blood he has? It's amazing how his lights are blue and he
can't.
Sir,
are you going to sign this summons?
Yeah, I'm going to sign it. You got okay, me. All right. Yeah. All right. So you see that the lights. Hold up. Let me get a
sir,
good
I'm
view.
ask you one more time to sign the summons.
Oh, the summons gonna be signed.
Okay, go ahead and sign it for me, sir.
This is the lights. He's pulling me over for blue lights, and let's take a look at what blue lights look.
Sir, I'm not going to ask you again. This is the last time.
All right.
Sign
Now
the
he's
summons
giving
for
me
you to
a
place under
summons
arrest.
for. Oh, I have to do this. Unauthorized lights.
I'm going to give you a copy of it.
No safety belt, although the safety belt was on. I don't know how he saw that. I really don't. And objects obstructing driver's view.
Whoa.
Obstructed.
And it's original. Wow. Wow.
I'm telling you, man.
Wow.
I'm telling you.
Seriously.
This one is. Give you the sloppiest signal. Yo. Let me give my left hand signature. That look blue to you? Here. There you go.
Let me have my clipboard back.
All right.
Sir, give me back the clipboard with the summonses on it. I will give you your
Oh,
copy.
okay. I was gonna take the copy myself, but
This is where you get the page.
yeah.
Up to this point, everything the officer has done has been legal and even a little forgiving. Theoretically and legally, he would be allowed to pull the driver out of the car for refusing to exit when requested. But this is where the officer's behavior goes from unappealing, but legally acceptable, to legally unacceptable. The driver gives his signature, self-admittedly the sloppiest signature with his left hand. The driver cuts the video and restarts it once the officer comes back, asking for him to sign it correctly that matches driver's license. There's no law or statute that mandates an individual's signature remains the same throughout their life. Most signatures are not legible and vary greatly depending on when and where they are signed. My signature on the electronic kiosk at the grocery store looks radically different than what is on my driver's license, yet it is still legally accepted. A person's signature can legally be whatever they want it to be, whether that be the letter X, scribbled lines across the page, or their name printed out in perfect penmanship. Therefore, in my opinion, the stop should have ended as soon as the summons was signed, sloppily or not, and the driver is no longer legally detained by the officer, and any actions beyond this stems from an unlawful stop.
Let him look. Let him look.
Sir, the scribbles you put on here is nowhere near the signature that you have on your driver's license. I need to sign it the way your driver's license is signed.
That's my signature.
Okay.
That's my signature.
This is not your signature.
Yeah? No, he's telling me that's my signature. I can't do this. I gave you a signature. I gave you what you want. Now you're asking for more.
I need you to sign it the way your driver's license is signed, okay?
That is how my driver's license is signed.
Please sign
Signature is different every time.
it. Please sign it, sir.
It's signed,
It's nowhere near where your signature is on your license.
but it's signed, and it's
It's
from
not
me.
your signature. I need you
It's
to
not
sign it
my.
the way you
He's
sign
telling
it
me
on
it's
your
not.
license.
He's telling me it's not my signature. Whose signature is it then?
Sign it the way it's signed
Whose
on
signature
your
it is?
license.
Just saw me sign the paper.
Sir, you did not sign this the way it's signed on your driver's
It's not
license,
signed
okay?
the way
Are you
it's-
not going to sign it?
I signed it.
No, you did not.
Yeah, I did.
It is not the way you sign your signature on your driver's license. Okay, scribbles across the page is not the way it's signed.
That's
on
how
your
my
license.
signature looks on my driver's license as well. Yeah.
And you just sign it the way it's signed on
Let me see how it looks on there.
It's not the way it's signed on there.
It looks.
Please sign it correctly.
Yeah, it looks perfect to me.
Please sign it correctly.
There's nothing to correct. That's my signature.
Please sign it correctly.
Give me a hard time.
Long day. 12-hour shift, man. The signature is on there. What else do you want?
This is not the way
Am I
it is
free to go?
signed on your license.
Am I
No,
free to
you're
go?
not.
Am I free to go?
This is not the way it's signed on your license.
But it's signed, and it's my signature.
It is not the way it's signed on your license. It is not your true signature. I need you to put your signature on there, not scribbles across the page. Please try again.
You hear it? A signature is like a scribble.
Almost a
I don't even understand it at this moment. I think
You're
he
going to
wants to like.
understand it when I take you before the magistrate and tell him you're refusing to sign the summons.
It's
The way
signed.
it's signed
What is he
on
going to
your
tell you?
license.
It's signed.
It
It
is
looks.
not signed.
It's signed.
It
What
is
are you
not-
telling
it's
me?
Nowhere near.
Oh,
It's
then what are you
nowhere
looking
near the way you
at?
signed
What are
it.
you looking at? What did you see me do? Did you see me sign it? Because
I'm
I
going
have
to ask
three
you
witnesses.
one more time to sign it. Are you going to
We
sign
have
the
three.
summons?
Hold on.
Are you going to sign the summons?
Did I sign the summons?
Yes.
Did I sign it?
Mm-hmm.
Did he watch me sign it? You got 4 people saying that they watched me sign it.
Sign it the way
I
it is on
signed
the
it.
clipboard?
I signed it.
Yes or no?
I signed it.
Are you signing it the way it's on the clipboard? Yes or no?
That is my signature. You're going over. Come on.
The car. Step out of the car, or I'm taking you out of the car.
You're taking me out of the car for what? Your tickets are signed.
They're not
I haven't
signed.
gotten my copy yet.
Step out of the car.
Nah, I don't even feel safe around you. Nope.
Step out of the car.
Nope. Nope. You really did it.
Now you're under arrest for assault.
Assault?
Whoa, buddy.
Step out of the vehicle.
Get out of the car. You're getting tasered.
Step
Buddy.
out
Get out of the car. You're getting
Buddy.
tasered.
Step out.
Get out of the
Buddy.
car. You're
Step out.
getting tasered.
Buddy, what is
Get
going
out of the car,
on?
You're getting tasered.
Get out. Just get out, Craig. Okay. Just get out, Craig. It's fine.
The driver gets out of the car and he's arrested. He later states in an interview that he did plea bargain and plead guilty to an obstruction of justice charge. Listen to what he had to say.
I didn't have the funds for a lawyer at the time. Had I been properly represented, I would have been more confident going up to trial. I actually ended up taking a plea. So at the time, I didn't know what obstruction of justice was. I didn't know it was my first obstruction of justice charge. I didn't know what it was, but I felt like it was better than a felony assault. I asked him, is there a hefty fine with it? I was just looking at my pockets at this point. How do I fix this, or how do I end this the safest way, which I believe a lot of people find themselves in?
He is absolutely correct. A lot of people plead guilty to crimes they never committed because the risk of going to trial is so severe. Many prosecutors trump up charges with the sole intent of scaring defendants into plea bargaining and to not take their case to trial. Many defense attorneys, especially public defenders, advise their clients to take these plea bargain deals because they are simply overwhelmed with cases and lack the resources to combat the state's virtually unlimited money and manpower to go to trial. I don't blame him one bit for plea bargaining on this case, especially because there are a lot of caveats. For example, not getting out of the car when requested. Like I said earlier, I do believe the stop ended when the sloppy signature was made, and he would be able to fight the assault charge as it was a result of the officer extending a lawful stop into an unlawful stop. However, nothing in law is a slam dunk, especially in a jury trial, and this would rely on a jury to determine the case. What do you think? Did the officer act appropriately? Did Grazette's actions justify the shattering of the window? Let us know what you think in the comments below, and we'll see you next time right here on Legal Dissent.